Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depends when you're watching this video. My name is Mr. Argueta. I will be the instructor for these classes that you see listed on your screen. So I'll be teaching 4 classes during the summer, 2 sections of principles of management, a section of organizational behavior, and 1 of business ethics. So I wanted to just give you an update before you get started. We actually get started on Monday and wanted to make sure that you're ready and prepared and know what to expect from this. So as I mentioned, you're receiving this email because you're probably one of these 4 courses. There's going to be some variation in regards to like the way things may be laid out, but everything's kind of the same, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's start off with principles of management. Both sections of principles of management will be exactly the same. This Bob bot really just talks about the first sort of module here. You will not be graded on this, but it just basically talks about, if I click on that, it gives you quick little videos on AI and the proper use of AI. I will tell you, I will not in any way tolerate you prompting a ChatGPT box on your discussions or just finding a random thing. I've taught this class for over 10 years. I will show you some examples maybe down the road in other videos on some of the things that make it obvious that you're using AI, and I'll be zeroing that out of your grade. You will not get credit for stuff that you did not create. Now, that does not mean I'm against you using AI to help you learn, to help you develop your grammar, to correct mistakes that you wrote. I don't want you to use AI as a crutch. I want you to be able to use it as a tool. And I'll show you an example later on this. But either way, take a look at that. It gives you an idea of what the expectation is as a college. Start here, and all of them are going to be similar. They're going to be course information, and you'll see it laid out in a little bit differently in other classes. But what you're really looking for is a syllabus, and in some classes, there's a syllabus quiz. And the syllabus quiz is really just asking you, do you understand the syllabus? Have you been able to understand what is expected of you? So, for the most part, our classes are very similar when it comes to the expectation. You'll see the syllabus populate, or you can download it, depends on what you want to do. But it provides you what the class is and the information about, the dates that we're going to be having, the instructor, the competencies of the class. But what I want you to focus on is more in regards to the way you are going to be graded. So that's very important because our standards are really going to be heavily focused on your discussions. And as I mentioned, regarding discussions, if you're prompting them, you're going to get a 0. Unfortunately, every week your discussion is worth 30% of your overall grade. Make that a little bigger so you can see it a little better. 30% of your overall grade is your discussions. 30% is the Learn Smart, which is also considered the Smart Book. The Smart Book is an adaptive learning mechanism, an algorithm. If you keep telling it you do not know or you're unsure, it's going to keep populating more and more information and questions regarding that topic to assist you in learning that information. Now, if you mark, I know this, and you get it correct, it's going to assume you understand that portion of the chapter, and it's going to move on. 30% is your quizzes and your homework. And of course, 10% of your overall grade is based on your midterm and your final. Here's the scheme on how we grade, pretty simple and standard, but make sure you take a look at that on your own time. I want you to be comfortable with what you're seeing. That would, again, be in Start Here. Okay, you're either going to see something that's a syllabus, maybe you'll see syllabus quiz. Now, as I mentioned, my name is Mr. Argueta. This is the best way to reach me, guys, is just send me an email. I get my emails on my phone. I can reply very easily. If you leave a message on my voicemail, I probably will not see it for several days. So I do not recommend you calling my office line because I'm not always in this office. So I don't get to see it as quickly as I would in email. I do respond. Obviously, I'm not going to respond to you if it's 2 in the morning, but I do respond on a daily basis, even though they allow us about 48 working hours to be able to respond to student. I try to do that as soon as possible to give you the best opportunity. So that stated, once you're done with that, once you do that, it shouldn't take you too much time, and you close this out by clicking on that. Anywhere in that, you see a little hand there. You go to week 1. We start right away. There is no break. I mean, this is like a 7.5-week course, and we fly through it. Like there's no stopping, okay? So please get started right away. So week 1 is going to be very similar to the rest of these. The explanation of this course, this is where this video also will be found, but you'll have chapter 1, chapter 2, and your introduction post. In this introduction post, I will be posting a weekly video update every week, and I'll do it like you do. You know, your response to this post. This is a very simple one. The discussion the first week, of course, is tell me about yourself. Tell me your journey. Tell me something that interesting about you. I will do the same. I will post a video by using this method, going to YouTube. I'll record it, download it in YouTube, and then upload it here. You don't have to do that. You can. You have the option to create a video if you want. That'll be awesome. We get to know each other. But if you don't, then I still will create a video, and you are expected to reply to that video. That's communication between you and I. And you're also expected to reply to 2 other classmates. So you have your original posts that you're going to tell us about yourself, or video, whatever you want to do. You're going to reply to my video, which in this week, since this is introduction, I'll give my introduction. And then you're going to reply to 2 other students. So every week you will have 4 interactions taking place. Your original post, reply to my video, reply to 2 other students' posts or videos. Okay? That said, that is 30% of your overall grade. The work every week in chapter 1, for example, you have what would be your homework or your ABA, activity-based questions and answer type of thing, your quiz, and your smart book. Now, I want you to keep in mind the quiz, I think it gives you 2 opportunities to take it, but keep this in mind. The quiz questions are the same type of questions I will be using to create the midterm. So if you're one of those students that are paying attention and have watched the video, the midterm will be easy. The final will be easy because the questions on the midterm and final come from your quiz questions. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that. Okay. And then chapter 2 is similar. You have to do all this work and the discussion, and you're done for the week. Boom. That's it. And then every week at 11:59, this folder will close. I do not accept late work. Let me repeat that. I do not accept late work because this is too fast of a class to fall behind. So please know that there is no going back. Once this folder closes, it's done. I'm not going back to this work. I'm going to grade it, and we're moving forward. Week number 2 comes up. You click that, opens up at 12 a.m. on Monday morning, and then you can do this work. The second week, we'll have a discussion talking about your ethical perspective. You'll tell me what your evaluation is, your assessment after reading that chapter. You'll reply here, your post here, and you'll look for my video. Sometimes I try to get the video out as soon as possible. Sometimes I don't get it out on Monday, but if I do get my video out on Monday, you'll see it on the top of the list. But if you're coming in and seeing your first discussion or your first post is on Wednesday, it's probably lower in the list, so look for my video. Second of all, make sure you're posting early. I'm not going to really harass you on this, but I want you to post early because it gives the opportunity for everyone else to be able to reply. if you're waiting to do all your work on Saturday, that makes it very difficult to interact with the class. So at least, at minimal, create your own post and then come back later on and you can reply to other students. Okay. Week 3, exactly the same. 2 chapters, and this is create a SWOT analysis. For my principals people, the SWOT analysis cannot be verbiage, cannot look like this. It has to look like this. It has to be an image, and in here, you're going to find something similar. It doesn't have to be this one exactly, but it has to be the 4 quadrants. And in there, you're going to type in what the strengths of the company and so on and so forth. So please read the instructions. All right. So it continues. All right. And I'm going to stop there with principles, and I'm going to show you a quick peek for my other people. It's all the same. So I go to courses, I see what's current, and 2 principles of management, and then organizational behavior. Very similar setup. There's that bot. There's a start here. You go down. There's the course information. There's the syllabus. There's the instructor information. So you're going to notice that we're very similar patterns. Week 1. There it is. Click on that. You see a kind of a brief introduction on what is expected here, what's going on. Chapter 1, very similar to our principles class. Bam, bam, bam. This one gives you the PowerPoints in case you needed them. There's not an assignment to the PowerPoint. Sorry about that. Let's go back. There's no assignment to the PowerPoint. It's just extra help. Excuse me. I keep clicking on the wrong thing here. Okay, let's go back. It's week 1, week 2. Similar. There's your discussion. So on and forth. Let's go on to ethics. Your ethics people is going to look very similar. There's a bot. So say you're in principles and you're also taking ethics for summer. You don't have to do this twice. It's not, first of all, it's not graded. They're videos, but they're exactly the same videos. So once you watched it once, you kind of watched it. But the same thing, start here. Course information. Course information. Click on that. There's a syllabus, and this one does have the syllabus quiz. So ethics people, make sure you just click that you understand the syllabus and you know what you're doing. Okay. Week 1, as you will notice, there's the information, there's the chapter 1, and there's your introduction. So same thing for chapter 2 or week 2. There's your chapter 2 and 3, and there's your conversation, your discussion, and so forth and so on. Okay. Midterms are week 4 and week 7. So be prepared for that. All right. That's all I have for you. I'm going to send this out today, which is Tuesday. You'll probably get it Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how fast I can get the email together. I'm recording this now. Today is the 12th of May. It is currently 10:34 a.m. So this isn't an old video that I keep refreshing. This is summer 2026. It's specific to you. Every weekly video that I try to make is going to be for that week, for that class. So my introduction is going to be pretty much the same one in all the 4 classes because there's nothing new to tell. So I'm going to make one more video. I'm going to put in your discussion for week 1. It's going to be my introduction, who I am, my family, all that good stuff. So as soon as you get started, you look for that. You can reply to that, post your introduction. And if you want, do it on Monday or Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. And then if you wanted to come back and then do the rest, the 2 other students on replying to the 2 other students on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm fine with that. But just make sure all your work is completed by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Other than that, looking forward to getting to know you all. I appreciate you. You have a great week this week, and I will see you virtually on Monday.